Targeting. Sniper 4, possible hit, Bra, 270-19, low. Sniper 4. Sniper 4, targeted Bra, 250, 20 miles, 5,000 low. South Bearfall, just over the ridge.
Okay, fine. I'll do a recap real quick for.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so the last mission was the inauguration for, well, re-inauguration for Adrian Moore, aka Jackal, in his third term of presidency. So, the Chimera Squadron, you guys, were hired to perform this little aerial show over the capital of Osea, as he was sworn in for yet another 4 years. However,
goddamn, were there a lot of furries at that funeral, though?
yeah. However, things did go awry, as halfway through the show, an enemy squadron, as of yet unidentified, showed up, wrecked house with all of you guys, damn near shooting each and every one of you down, as Jackal made his escape.
Didn't two of us get shots back on them, though?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 2 of you did manage to fight back to a small amount of success. To a small amount of success. However, in the end, a 2,000-pound bomb spelled the end for Adrian Moore.
Bombs?
Motherfucker!
Motherfucker.
You ass!
Death.
Death! You motherfucker.
Death!
Death!
Thy punishment is death!
Prepare thyself, die.
Okay, so this leads into today's session. 2 weeks have passed since the assassination of Adrian Jackal Moore. And the funeral has just been held yesterday. And today, Eclat is coming home. Back to the base. Delta had arrived not too long ago, and everyone else has been holding down the base.
Is it gonna float away?
Motherfucker.
God damn it.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, loading into the scene.
I
Delta
know
has
you have something to
arrived.
say, and I know you're eager to say it, so I'll get right to
Oh
the
my
point.
god,
Shut the fuck
shut
up.
up.
That's not where my
Yeah,
ship's health
please.
was at.
Jackal, we're still paused. I need to hit spacebar.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not where my ship's health was at.
They're still in the process of being repaired.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because they're all linked. I did some magic.
Magic.
Bombs.
You want it?
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyway, you were saying?
Like I said, Delta, you just got back a couple of hours ago and decompressing after attending a funeral the other day.
Yeah, that's gonna have Delta and Bill on the somber side.
Yeah.
The squadron previously, so Asta, Anthony, Jackal, Platt.
Well, I know for a fact Anthony ain't here.
Yeah. He ain't here, but just like of the photo they might have had for like before the
Oh.
the old parted ways.
Back when it was still me and the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be weighing on Delta's mind a little bit.
You should take seat on couch.
Oh. Hey, Avril. Sorry, just got back a little bit ago. How you been holding up here?
All is well here. You do not seem happy.
No one ever is after a time like that.
I understand pain,
Yeah.
but I cannot relate.
I mean this in the best possible way. I hope we never do.
It's so disconcerting for such a somber scene, and yet, Avril.
Well. Anyone else?
Anybody else for what?
Anything to say?
To dictate what they're doing at the moment.
Oh, Ingrid's sipping a cup of mint tea and reading a book.
Well, not even
And
drinking.
she's occasionally laughing and snickering about said book. Like saying stuff like, oh, that's not how that's done.
On a side note, has anyone got any additional pings out of drafted? Any idea if you might have just fell back asleep or?
No idea. Probably fell back asleep. I've had those
Okay.
days.
That's fair.
Just sent them a PM.
Okay.
Is bro eternally EP?
I know I am.
I had 2 hours of sleep.
Eep eternal.
Well, he is over in Australia, so you know.
Oh,
Freya.
yeah.
Australia, mate.
That'll do it.
Rack off me fucking you, Bill.
Which is
so-
creepy snippy.
So,
Sorry.
after a few minutes, you all receive a message from Sergeant Sully. The boss has arrived. Got some important intel.
Let's not keep relating, lads. Let's get going.
Meet us at the north entrance.
Roger that. Well, as he passes by, Delta will probably detour a little bit over to the sergeants just to make sure, like, hey, you okay?
Of course I am. What makes you think I'm not?
Oh god, an M51.
Because I know the sergeant side usually has to be okay for everyone else, but it's the person holding the rank. That's what I'm concerned for. You okay?
Appreciate the concern, son. It's none of your business. And I mean that in the friendliest way possible.
I understand. Well, if you need anything, you know we ain't far. Right. Let's get everyone lined up.
Asta, Betty.
What?
Chimera Squadron, stand 2.
Yep.
The first lady's just arrived. You gonna greet her?
I reckon so.
Oh, you're waiting for me to move my token.
Yes.
Hey, Vela, you there?
Yeah, sorry. 1 moment.
Yeah, no worries.
Shit posting takes its toll on a person.
Yeah. Alright, I'll hold off on that for a second. Where did they
Well, the
stand
first
here?
lady has just arrived at the north entrance.
Oh, okay.
Do that.
Oh my god, I gotta fucking actually crawl out through the building.
I can help you out. Hold on.
No, I got it. I got it. Where's the door?
Up my ass.
Okay.
Yep. Up north.
She 100% didn't walk. You know, she's probably actually being on her best behavior today.
Yeah. So, Glad.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Alright, so Eclat's going to step out of the Jeep. I'm guessing she'd be carrying Jacqueline in her arms?
That she would.
Yeah, just,
Yeah,
well,
she would.
carrying Jacqueline with one arm and the other carrying anything important that needs to be brought in. Either that or just a duffel bag.
She is a little bit big to be being carried.
But
yeah, I
not
think she'd be like just kind of holding hands with you.
Yeah, she is 12.
Whichever. I mean, at 12 years old, she's probably also 6'8", knowing Jackal. The absolute meat
She is a reasonable size.
Yeah, for Jackal.
Jackal was only 7'6".
Yeah, that's like the same height as Shaq.
Yeah.
Like,
that
I mean,
height
Jacqueline is also half a clat.
yeah.
How much of that height was it years though?
The real questions, yeah.
What is that counting the ears? We asking the hard questions on this bitch. Alright. So,
But yeah.
Eclat's then going
Jacqueline
to...
is
Eclat,
following.
Eclat's going to make a motion to Jacqueline to follow before heading around towards the others, giving a nod towards Delta. Then, stopping before Sully and clearing her throat before speaking. Sully, how's the base been handled?
I've taking care of everything in your absence, first.
Have you been rotating the pilots like I asked?
Indeed I have.
Have you gotten some fucking sleep?
You did not order me to.
She's going to sigh, and then give a slow shake of her head after closing her eyes, before speaking. So they go get some fucking sleep.
Yes, at once, ma'am. He says as he gives her a salute and walks off.
Eclat's going to glance over to Delta before speaking. Has the sleep been handling this?
I'd say they've been handling this alright. Lorelei's came back from the docks. Everything's checked out okay for her. She's a little shook, but she'll be alright. How's our... How about our little pilot in training here? You doing okay, little one?
Jacqueline doesn't really respond with anything more than a little grunt and a nod.
Eclat's going to move one hand and rest it on top of Jacqueline's head. And just kind of move it in a soothing, stroking motion. She's had better days.
Yeah, we all have. Unfortunately, dwelling on that isn't going to help anyone. Hey.
So, Tufted, do you want to relay the briefing to everyone? As I gave it to you, or would you rather me to?
If you'd like to have me read it off, I can. Otherwise,
for what the situation is, and why Jacqueline is here on a PMC base.
I mean, it's pretty. There's a kind of obvious answer as to why, and she's standing right there beside her. But otherwise, yeah, you can have me read it unless you want to read it off through like Sully or something.
You can read it off as she would be explaining it to our crew.
Hit me with it, buddy.
Where did I? Okay, you know what? I have it memorized. And I forgot to save it. Cool. Okay. All right, I'll just read it off from memory.
Okay.
So. So, Eclat has been given a dossier from the Ocean government regarding the loss of Adrian Moore and the plan for young Jacqueline Moore. After the loss of Adrian Moore, it has been decided that Jacqueline, being a high-threat target for the enemies of Osea, shall be given full custody to Eclat, her mother. There she shall remain until further notice for both the protection and the enrichment of the child. Basically, they decided that Jacqueline needs protection as well as someone to make sure that she's okay. And the best person to provide both has been decided to be her mother, Eclat.
And it takes a village to raise a child.
Yep.
So.
And thus.
There's the child. Here's the village.
And Thus, you receive your first official operation.
Oh no.
Oh
Operation Bedtime!
We are going to Walmart.
Operation Bedtime, main objective. Assist Jacqueline to her new home. Optional objectives. Make Jacqueline smile. Oh boy.
Yep.
Well, someone get the chocolate and
Everyone
candy
clear
bars.
on the objectives.
After that. Well, if you're gonna be staying here for a bit, might as well help make this a bit of a home for you.
Eclat's going to chuckle quietly, then ruffle Jacqueline's hair lightly, before kneeling down and resting a hand on her shoulder, before speaking towards her. Just think, mon ami, it's like a little sleepover.
Jacqueline just kind of looks at her and nods. Okay.
There's going to be a pat to her shoulder before Eclat stands up, then glances over towards the other, towards you three over there. Vela, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm wondering where the grid is. Don't worry.
Oh, there is
about
no grid.
There's no grid.
Oh.
This one's
I
gridless.
removed it on this map specifically just to make it a little bit easier to get around.
Yeah, because some of the stuff is kind of fucky.
The grid is dead along with the grid.
Yeah.
So says Ingrid.
What? Oh, god damn it.
God fucking damn it, dude.
Bum bum bum.
I just got
Wow. So, yeah, Eclat's then going to step over towards you three, glancing between the three of you before speaking. Yes, we may have not known Jackal as well as Delta and I have, but I hope that you appreciate what's happened. Not the best choice of words, but not my first language. Delta, I need smarter words. Not first language.
Yeah. It's been pretty rough, to say the least. Jackal was pretty much a family to like the whole squadron as they were to the people in it. Is the way I see it. Jacqueline's a part of that family too.
Which means she is as much your responsibility as she is mine.
I'm terrible with children.
Aren't we all, Mesame? Aren't we all? And I'm your mother. Imagine how so good that reflects back on me.
Well, there isn't any one particular way to do it, so
I think taking
I'll
care of
give them
child
out.
will be. I think taking care of child will be good fun. Different work for base. Isn't boring here sometimes.
Well, I can tell you that much, that if you give her enough chocolate and sugar in general, she'll be more than a handful.
Have you taught her how to use the button yet?
The button?
A weapon.
No, she is a child.
Really? Where I'm from, they taught
We're
us
not
how
in
to
the
fight
Middle
shortly
Ages
after-
anymore, mon ami.
Ingrid just steps back.
This is
and-
not the Middle Ages. The class is going to start chuckling.
Okay,
At just
realistically,
how
though-
absurd of a notion that thought is to her.
Like, it's a child. It's like it's Jackal's child. Like, do you really think that Jackal hasn't spent time like showing weaponry? To
Jackal
her?
doesn't need to teach her how to how to use a weapon because Jackal was the weapon.
As you guys are talking, Jacqueline's just like shyly trying to say something. Like, Actually,
Clat's going to step to the side and then turn to face Jacqueline.
he did teach me how to shoot his pistol.
Well, there you have it.
Told ya.
Range time.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
That's going to go very poorly very quickly. Someone gets a first aid kit on standby in case she shoots someone. Hopefully they deserve it.
You have no faith.
Well, if it's any reconciliation, I think maybe a little bit of time on the range might be good to calm things down a bit. And besides, I got someone that might be a little bit familiar to her.
Oh, mes amis.
Well,
Time to drop a range real quick.
Just doodle some sandbags and we'll just shoot the sandbags. Ah, boy. Square!
Square.
and to be fair, we are not shooting towards the hangar. We gotta have something that's a hard stop that's not gonna punch through.
Oh, fuck that! We each stand at opposite ends of the firing range.
Yeah. As something like just between all of us, I won't say that. Actually, no, I won't say a thing here because this is being recorded, and I won't say.
If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a bullet.
I keep forgetting how to do this shit.
What are you trying to do? You trying to...
Okay, why is it...
If you're trying to do a text box, just click and then start typing in. It'll size it automatically.
There we go.
Concrete!
Concrete.
That's concrete, baby!
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's the range in the north...
Oh my god.
No, northwest corner.
Oh my god!
Right there is the range.
It's a 300-meter rifle range. Holy shit!
Isn't, like, pistol range is supposed to be like 25 meters.
That's a third of a mile!
She's getting her marksmanship in today.
Good god!
To be fair, generally speaking, you have smaller targets at shorter ranges that are easier to deal with.
Yeah, and on top of that, usually you are using rifles in that range.
Fuck that, Jackal can nail that shot with a pistol. By throwing the pistol! Think fast, Chuckle Nuts! Yeet!
Man,
Oh god,
I'm glad the Jackal Chuck Norris jokes are still coming.
To be fair,
Joke?
like,
This isn't a joke,
all
this is probably serious.
What's in this
I mean,
building
especially
up
with the
there, right?
P230. Like, if it's a
The
sick
building up to your
P230, he
right
throws
is the
that, so it's
briefing
gonna
room.
Do everything.
Oh, it's the what room?
That's the briefing room, and that's also where the offices are.
I mean, honestly, briefing room probably has a projector set up, right?
Yeah, it's got a projector set up. Why?
Could just do
You
like a
reckon
movie
movie
night. Movie night in the briefing room. I don't know. Polar Express hasn't come out yet, but I think that'd be a good option.
I mean, the Guns and Navarone's probably out. Watch the world's worst war movie.
I don't think that would be a good idea. I think you'd probably want something as far away from conflict and
Fine, we'll
fighting
watch
as
Chitty Chitty Bang
possible.
Bang.
Oh shit, that might be good. That's a good movie. Fuck you.
Alternatively, since it's 1972, Flash Gordon's out.
Oh.
Flash. Ah. Save every one of us.
Down, down, down,
I
down.
fucking love that movie. So, Eclat is going to glance to the others before lifting an eyebrow. So, range then?
I don't see why not.
Is the range officer available?
Eclat just glances over them, lifts a hand. It's my base. Functionally, I can see we can do whatever we want on the base whenever I'm around.
Fair enough.
If it's a range day, y'all, if it's gonna be a range day, y'all get.
Well, you're the ones that decided you wanted to teach the kid how to use a gun, and blowing a kid up is cathartic.
I'll raise the red flag.
Chekhov's gun.
Someone put a whole bunch of TVs out there. We'll shoot up. We'll shoot out the CRTs.
Fuck you, Microsoft!
Fuck you, Microsoft!
Do I have any shooting?
We need those TVs to play Melee on.
Smash doesn't come out for another 30 years.
You're right.
Oh Jesus, you're right. I feel old as shit now.
Eclat's gonna ruffle Jacqueline's hair lightly before turning and walking off. She will be back in a moment. She needs to go pick something up first from her quarters.
Alrighty.
How old is Jacqueline, by the way?
12.
She's 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah. She was born right at the end of the Peloponnesian War.
Gotcha. So, like...
I just remembered that I forgot to make her an
I think
action
shooting is
character sheet.
unreasonable.
Oop.
Damn,
What was that? You cut out.
Oh, I think my connection's died there for a minute.
surely Egbert just has a sister that he's never talked to.
Surely it's just a sister.
Okay, I don't know if I'm the only one who completely, like, shat the bed with connection there for a minute, but
It's a
the last thing I hear was Vela saying, surely, like, 30 seconds of dead air, and then you guys are laughing.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Vela cut out for you guys, but what Vela said was, surely Egbert doesn't have a sister he's never talked about, right?
Never talked about.
And then I said, surely it's just his sister. He started laughing.
Hey! Who's a surfer person?
What's up?
Can you do me a favor?
Yo.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna ask if you could change the region for BC, but I realized really quickly that,
Yeah. It's set to automatic right now anyway, so.
yeah, I don't know. My internet just kind of fucking blows.
Yep.
So I have the minimum for Jacqueline's character sheet made up, so.
Oh, wait.
Yep, we're good. We're good to go to continue. If you guys are.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hello, test check. Hello?
Hello,
Hi.
can you hear us?
Hi.
Yeah, I can hear.
I just
Did
said
everyone's connection just get reset?
I just set it to automatic, so it's not gonna. It'll actually pick the most optimal server.
You're all...
Eggplant. Anyway, yeah, Eclat just went back to her quarters, dropped something off, and picked something up, and is now carrying a familiar-looking shotgun Delta.
Eddie
That is
doesn't
familiar.
have a gun.
Well, everyone has one as a sidearm. That's standard issue for pilots as part of your survival kit.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a
I
shotgun?
bet.
No, pistol.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Eclat's
I
got
got a bit more
shotgun.
personal one on Delta's case, but yeah, he was gonna give Jacqueline a little go with that as well.
Avril, are you having fun?
So, real quick, I want to point out something. I don't know if anybody else noticed that the Jeep is like twice as big.
Oh yeah,
as
no.
the Jets.
Also, it's a little bit stretched. Also, those things are about as large as I can make them. Sorry.
Yeah. Fucking Ford Jeep's got the sedan model going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, so Eclat has the shotgun now.
So currently downrange.
I know, I'm trying to get her into position.
So,
Assume
Jacqueline.
the position.
What's...
I'm ready, Daddy.
So, what weapons did your big man take you through?
Well, he let me shoot his 1911 as well as Thompson.
Next thing you know.
And the bar was fun.
Next thing you know, he taught her how to shoot a fucking Modus.
He took you through a bar? Yeah, that's it.
He had me lay down for it.
Well, to be fair, pretty sure a gun that big would pretty much knock me in my back if I just shot it standing up.
Alright.
That's what he told me too.
Certainly thought you will. That'll be a little ruffling of her hair from Delta here, I reckon.
She reaches up and starts it's gotten ruffled like 8 times in the past 2 minutes. So, range master, where are you putting the targets?
Let's see. Scanner them. The only thing I know is that Eclat is currently just standing there loading slugs into the shotgun.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deuce him out with like a couple 100 meters or so.
Six targets.
I suppose while that's getting set up, Delta will make sure that there's some adequate hearing protection handed out, especially for little Jackal in here.
Betty's gonna kind of take a back seat to this. And she's just gonna kind of watch from the sidelines.
Why doesn't her want a repeat of the Baloney Bob incident?
No, more so I don't imagine she has a liking for firearms.
More of one for a fist fight.
You
Knife
could put
fight.
it that way if you wanted to.
Oh god, she's from Knife Fight City.
Oh, fucking, that'd be a good idea.
Wait, she's from London?
No. No, it's a good joke, but different joke.
I can say it, I'm British.
We're gonna have to educate Delta into what Knife Fight City is.
Yeah, another time. No,
Well,
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm trying to be cryptic because I don't fucking know. But it doesn't seem like her. So, like...
Dynamic storytelling at its finest, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's called I don't know, I'm making shit up on the spot.
Bro, Sam.
So, who's up first?
I guess I'll go first with the shotgun. And a clap will take aim at that fuckboy there.
Alright. Roll me a shooting range. Which, if I remember correctly, is
Critical hit.
Nice.
So, did you load it with slugs or buckshot?
Slugs.
Slugs? Oh yeah, there's a fat hole right between the eyes of that target.
Boom! As the clap just rocks the shotgun.
So I'm guessing this would be the shooting macro?
Yeah, shooting macro.
Yep, under player skills, got it.
Yep. Every
Where do I
skill in
find
the
that?
game has what?
Where do I find player skills?
So, do you see the folder in the bottom left of your screen next to the player bar?
Oh,
Click that, open the player skills section, you'll have all the skills. Macro for every single skill in the game. It took me an hour and a half to make them all. Be
I
grateful.
appreciate it.
Nice.
So now we don't have to keep fucking with everything. Maintaining your own. So,
Alright, is that the only shot you're taking?
that's all I'm taking for now is just single shot, rack the shotgun, eject the shell, lower. If you want to mark it as like killed or something, right click on it.
There we go. Also,
Dead.
What is it?
What?
What?
It did the
Oh, that was my dice.
That was the dice.
yeah.
So, if you go into the settings and into configure settings, there is dice so nice settings in there, which will let you configure your dice. So you can change what they look like. You can set it so they have sounds whenever you roll certain things.
Can I turn off other people's sounds?
No.
Fuck.
Here, I'm gonna do this again. So like, if I roll a 1, it should. No. So do you remember how in the last one, whenever it rolled a 1, it played that down muted trumpet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also what I have mine set up to do. Okay. So who's gonna take the next shot?
Ingrid. Next target, I guess.
Show me what you got, sugar tits.
Doing some good old shoot music. Okay, so that is a 6. And then you hit it nice and square in the abdomen region. Which one were you shooting at?
Whatever one you want.
With a pistol, right?
Yep.
Okay, status effects.
Dead.
Alrighty.
Who's up next?
I think Delta might give Jackal a little chance to like try out his sidearm here. He got like that familiar 1911 on the next target. Alright.
So, Jacqueline's just been kind of watching from behind the line of fire. Just waiting for her cue, I guess.
Here's a shot on the next one there, Jacqueline.
Is it loaded?
Quick check. Yep, you've got one round here, chambered. Looks like you're good to
Jacqueline
go.
is going to step up to the plate and
Next thing we
stick out her hand for Delta to hand her the firearm.
Next thing we know, Jackal's 1911 is not 45. It's a 46.
Guess again.
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Alrighty. He's gonna just hand her that sidearm and just crouch down alongside her. Okay. Let's see what you got.
What she immediately does is she hits the magazine release to check the magazine. See how many bullets are in it. How many bullets did you put in the magazine for?
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Oh no.
Then she slides it back in and pulls the
Slide.
Coffee, you're failing me. Check the chamber. Just pulls the slide back to check the chamber. Lets it slide forward, chambering first round. Takes a stance, two-handed, pointing it downrange. Fires. And again. Third time. Each one hitting the target pretty close to center mass. And a nice, even distribution.
She's the master of the 46.
Nice tight grouping. Well done, Jackal.
Not only is the target dead, but the target is scared.
Oh, heads up, Sky reply there from Drafted.
Hey.
He
Nice.
waits.
Awesome. Just in time for the fun to start. So after firing 3 rounds, Jacqueline double checks the chamber to make sure it's empty. Removes the magazine, places it on the table in front of her. Calm, cool, practiced motions that she learned from her father. She is definitely not inexperienced with a firearm.
Cloud's
She knows how to handle it safely.
Cloud's gonna glance over and just quietly applaud after cradling her shotgun in the crook of her arm.
Dad's gonna get like a nice pat on her shoulder there from Delta. Damn good shooting.
Man, this thinks you're a better shot than half of my fucking pilots. Half of my fucking Marines.
To be fair, one of them's usually pushing a button to shoot, and the other ones are usually too busy eating crayons.
Delta, I can leave my Marines alone in a room with a fucking metal ball bearing, and I come back in 5 minutes later and find a broken ball bearing and a confused Marine. I don't know how Jackal found them. I don't know why Sully even tolerates them.
He's probably the one who figured out how they broke the bearing.
Class going to then glance towards Betty or Avril and then motion to the shotgun, offering it to one of them if they want to try a shot with it.
I think he's too much right now. Peaceful is simple. I will use it.
Suit yourself, Mizami.
Probably looks tiny as hell in his fucking massive
Bare
claws.
hands. Yeah!
To him, it just looks like a Calibri.
He makes a 1911 look like a Glock compact.
Just resetting the targets.
It's gonna make it look like a little fucking Calibri pistol, just like shooting it with 2 fingers.
Why, yes, I have played Battlefield 1. How could you tell?
Hey, drafted.
Drafted lives!
Drafted is right.
What the fuck?
You're open.
Oh, he drew a measuring square.
Hey, real quick.
Yo.
How does this look?
How's what look weird? Whoa! Hello?
Yo, kids.
Vela is futzing about with their dice. I'm making their dice look pretty. Bro, what the hell are you doing?
I'm backing up from my shot.
I see!
Why?
My man's is shooting the 46. He needs all the extra bracing in the universe to contain the mighty, cock-wrenching power of the 46!
So, Avril, you've just kind of like backed your wall.
Bonk!
Backed yourself up against the wall of the hangar there.
Yeah.
He's just gonna walk through the fire escape and end up shooting through halfway through the hangar.
If he doesn't brace himself, the 46 will put him through the wall.
All fall, the hard ball.
I don't think controlling the firearm is the issue here.
Now it's containing the massive cock-wrenching explosion.
POV, how a fucking news reporter thinks a 9mm fires.
A little bit further back, just in case.
There it is.
Eclat's gonna, like, half duck, half crouch. Bracing for the inevitable explosion.
Okay. I will be aiming at the target directly in front of me. About 100 meters away.
I don't know.
100 meters shooting with.
Whatever my basic pistol that I get is.
Either a 1911 or an M9.
I'd say M9.
All good then?
Take the shot.
Calm and steady. Why is button not working? Yeah.
God damn.
Nice. So you managed to clock him right in the neck. That shot.
Hell yeah.
Just like Peter taught me.
My man's really did just say.
And for the first time since she got there, Jacqueline has something other than sadness on her face. It's not happiness, it's a little bit of confusion.
That's seeing the bear back up to the wall.
Okay, I was increasing distance to make it a little bit more of a skilled shot. That's all I was doing. I wasn't trying to be weird about it.
No, but it's like...
You realize there's targets behind it, right?
Which are more than 100 meters away, which would be harder to hit. I was trying to increase the difficulty slightly.
Oh.
I see. I see.
Wow. Hey, Jackal. What are those farther targets filled with? Are they filled with, like, tannerite or something?
Oh no, those are just standard.
So they're just inert targets. Damn.
They're inert targets.
Are there any reactive targets?
Oh god.
Do you want to fill a target with?
Bro, I've shot a washing machine full of tannerite once.
I mean, Eclat owns the base.
Yeah, and she can just have the maintenance guys bring over a front end loader to fill the hole back in.
What are you bringing out to fill with tannerite?
Let's fill a TV with tannerite.
A TV.
Let's blow up a TV.
All right, and where are you putting it?
Dealer's choice.
Just move your. You can move your token out to where you want to put it. And I can just put it next to it.
Let's do about there.
Out there.
Yeah. Tannerite TV.
Right. Here.
Alright.
What dice do I use for tannerite?
All I know is Clat's gonna. Oh god. Yeah, Clat's gonna lift her shotgun, point out to the tannerite filled TV, and then speak. First one to hit it gets dinner on me. As she then racks the pump of her shotgun to chamber her next round and aims to take a shot at it. So
Ingrid hurries to get her shot leveled at the target.
Thankfully, Delta isn't the only. In fact, just one magazine. He had another magazine ready, so he's got another 3-round mag. Just loaded.
I rolled a 4.
Ready to fire.
Okay,
I'll
be a miss. With the shotgun?
Yep.
Not range.
Yep, the shotgun loaded with slugs.
That's a miss.
Can
Size target.
Can Ingrid get a rifle?
You have what you have on hand, which is your standard issue pistol.
Oh!
No.
The fuck did I press?
Wait, hold on, Delta. What's your strength stat?
My strength stat?
Body.
Body. Standby. Should be 1, I think. Actually,
1.
Actually, no, it's a 0.
It's a 0. Gotcha.
Swear this thing isn't registering my stat.
It's not registering your stat. Hold on, let me see here. Shoot with 1. Then body of 1.
I mean, what a miss.
Weird.
Still.
Hold on, let me try. Yeah, that works. It worked for me. Oh, it's because you're rolling as your plane.
Oh.
Not as your character.
How do I fix
I just
that?
saw it. How do I fix that?
You fix that by right-clicking on yourself in the player bar, and click on yourself in the player bar, and then you hit right-click and you hit music configuration, and then release character, and then you select the character that you want to control. That's yours. So you would deselect your.
You're fixed. You're fixed.
Where's the bird?
Alright, give it another shot.
There's the bird.
Yeah, nope, that one goes wide.
Where did my shot land?
Yours hit the corner of the TV, but it did not set off the tannerite.
Alright.
So technically you hit it. However,
Condition won't blow it up.
Alright, I guess I'll take another shot.
Speaking.
Jacqueline will look up to Delta, ask, and just quietly ask, "Can I try?"
Yeah, sure thing. In fact, second. Just check that magazine. 1 round still in the chamber. Fresh mag. Fully loaded. In. There you go, Jacqueline. blast it. Yeah, it's got 4 shots. This one.
From pistol. Yeah. She double checks the chamber as her dad taught her to. Takes aim. Takes her first shot.
Wow.
Kaboom!
Oh!
Nice
And
shot.
nails it on the first shot.
Man's definitely said. As Eklat's going to wince visibly from the explosion before chuckling. Guess I owe her dinner.
Yes, you do. Congratulations, Jackal. There's your choice. Damn good shooting.
She just she removes the magazine, checks the chamber, and places it back on the table. Just like, thanks, Uncle Delta. She is still very visibly not happy, but it was a good distraction just for a little bit.
I was gonna get a little pat on her shoulder for that.
Eklat's going to carefully make her way over, muzzle of her shotgun facing the ground, before patting Jacqueline's shoulder and then kneeling down some, and speaking. Any place you want.
Can we have some? I just want.
Eklat's going to glance over, lift an eyebrow before speaking. I mean, I can't guarantee my proficiency in a kitchen, but I can try.
I reckon I can liaison with a few fellows over at the mess. Go to lend us the kitchen for it.
They better still have that soup pot I paid money for.
Don't worry, I was able to convince him not to blow it out.
If anything, so I can put it on Ingrid's head to keep her out of the kitchen.
I don't steal from the kitchen.
I'm in there. There's another pat to Jacqueline's shoulder as the Eklat stands herself up.
I don't need petty theft to get what I want.
Mes amis, that's not what we're talking about. So there's a difference between raiding the kitchen in the middle of the night and raiding the kitchen when someone is trying to cook. And
We just lost power!
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Everything gonna be okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. It's just a windstorm.
Alright, then you want me to swap over to the assistant GM profiles so I can handle things for what you need us to
just
do?
to like get everything back up and running.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Yeah. Oh boy, Spanish free time. Yeah.
Jackass!
Oh, I've been muted then. Tuft, I'm gonna hit you with the upside down compressed air can.
Why?
Yeah.
The upside down compressed air can.
Why are you even...
Also known as fucking freezing.
Alright.
How compressed is compressed?
Just like maybe a little bit of a left under.
For some reason, I thought you were referring to whippets.
It's like galaxy gas, but worse.
It literally is.
When can I power?
What are you talking about?
When can I power my my jet with galaxy gas?
Hopefully never.
Oh, when you
You're
unlock
throwing
the
yourself out,
right,
though.
I guess. Oh, by the way, did I tell you guys about the demon mechanic?
The one that we tried out with the.
Yeah, the demon mechanic. Well, Velda doesn't know about it yet.
Oh right.
Perhaps.
Yeah. So the only reason that you guys were able to fend off the attack from the wolf pack is because of the overdrive mechanic, also known as the demon. You guys ready for a little bit of a lore dump?
Oh boy.
I mean, I guess this is sort of an impromptu intermission, so.
Yeah.
I've got the assistant
demon.
GM profile on, by the way.
The dynamic energy modulation overrides node. It is an experimental piece of technology developed by Osea in order to create the next generation of jet fighters.
Yes, it was prototype.
It's still in experimental stages, and it is a very promising piece of technology.
And we're prototyping it.
Yep.
Womp womp womp.
It's very technical, but the simplified explanation of it is that it uses excess energy from your plane in order to feed back into the systems, in order to overcharge them temporarily, in order to increase your maneuverability, movement speed, weapon systems, whatever it's needed.
On top
of regenerative braking on my jet.
On top of overloading the fuel pumps to dump a much greater volume of fuel into the engines, boosting your acceleration and your top speed.
Exactly. Now, in the last mission, you guys started off with a full demon gauge. You will not be doing that from now on. From now on, you start every encounter with an empty demon gauge. And the way you build up your demon gauge is by engaging in dogfights or performing stunts.
I think you kind of implied that last question.
Yes.
I think for the sake of the story, though, we had all had our gauges ready.
Yeah, we have them filled up for that one, just so we could play with it.
So what you're telling me
cool power
is
trip.
Before every encounter, I just need to start pulling 6 stunts. So I can start the encounter.
Just style on the hose. Oh god, Betty's gonna kick flip an F-16.
Oh god.
Do a fucking nollie into a 720.
The way the stunt checks would work, that the more difficult the stunt check, the more that you're going to get back into your demon gauge.
Aw, shit.
Yeah. Like, for example, disengaging the what was it, the G,
The AOA limiter and the G-force limiters.
all that, G stabilizer and force limiters.
Yeah.
Disabling those stunt checks will give you one point on your demon gauge.
Yeah. Question: how many points do we need to be able to unlock it?
In order to
At
use
full power.
the ultimate?
At full power, how many points are needed for full power?
I'm not sure yet. However, I'm thinking 20.
Okay.
I'll probably change the exact number around, but you need a maximum gauge in order to activate the full demon fuck force.
To activate full fuck mode. Yeah.
Question. if let's say we get into some sort of combat, and I get my gauge up to 8, and then combat ends, and session ends. There's only one combat session in that session.
Yes.
Does it stay at 8?
No.
No.
It
It
resets
resets to 0. So it's a use it or lose it kind of thing.
But it also means someone's not going to show up at the beginning of the next fight with a full gauge and instantly schwack the enemy.
Okay. That's a good point.
Because if someone shows up in the middle of at the beginning of the session and then instantly schwacks the big bad with a full bar, that's not fun for anyone.
Yeah. There will also be other things that you can use your demon gauge on without having a full demon gauge. Things like temporarily boosting your movement speed, or
We were also talking about replacing the reserve mechanic with that, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So,
It is the energy. I think energy reserve. Those things don't make sense to me, so I'm just not gonna do it. Just assume that if you're going up, you're going slower, and if you're going down, you're going faster.
Okay, and as a reminder, what specifically fills the gauge again?
stunts and dogfights.
Stunt rolls, dogfight rolls. Those two
Alrighty.
will fill your demon gauge.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I just gotta hop off to the toilet.
What?
I just gotta duck off to the bathroom.
Sure thing. I'm still trying to get everything booted up on my computer.
All good?
Hey, Tubbs.
Yo.
During this intermission, you should check your DMs.
Oh no! What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with her arm?
The slammer.
What is wrong with her arms?
Protein.
That is okay.
My bitch's fucking blood type is protein shake. Holy shit!
I'll put it in memes. I decided, but I'm not very happy with what it gave me. So I was gonna rerun it and try and get some more shit, and this is what it decided.
Oh fuck yo!
It's in memes. One, it's kind of fucked up. Two, Jesus Christ.
This is the woman that can punch Jackal through a fucking wall.
So this is what happened. Why people don't want women eating the brown meal.
So, 1, holy shit. 2, wood.
Yeah, would.
No, I'm getting more stuff like this.
That's the kind of bitch that I would let choke
to
me
go.
out behind the corner of an Arby's.
Wood?
Would.
Wood? Not wood, but wood? Question mark?
Will!
No, I'm probably gonna go for something
better.
closer to this.
I'd let that bitch choke me up behind a fucking Arby's parking lot. She could even call me homophobic slurs to my face and I won't fight her.
Now, what were you saying?
That's what more like what Bale is trying to go for.
Not you. Someone was trying to say something.
Uh-oh. I only eat raw meat!
You know,
I will bear children sure to destroy nations. I'm looking for a low-written man who's not afraid to cry. Bro, you slap her ass once and you're gonna break your fucking hand.
I think you would die.
You would die, but you would die happy.
Okay, so before we get back into it, Double D, are you still there?
Double D is
I
still
think he was
dropping a
looking.
deuce.
Gotcha. Because they asked me where we're picking up in DMs, and I did not get to see it until just now because Discord is a fuck.
I gave them a rough rundown of what happened so far, including the general brief of what's been happening.
Yeah. Yeah, they can join for the cooking session that's about to go down.
Oh, this
Which
is
reminds
gonna be
me, I need
horrible.
to check if there's a cooking stat.
Actually, is there a cooking stat?
Is there a cooking stat?
There is.
crafting.
Let me see.
There's crafting. I mean, that technically is cooking.
Oh,
So I'm pretty sure you
I'm
want
going to craft me a steak.
Yeah, somebody break out this toolbox so I can prepare us some spaghetti.
Mother, bring me the wrench.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think.
Ow, my throat.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, craft is probably close.
I'm thinking we'll do survival for it. Because food is part of survival, I guess.
Yeah, I can
That
see
counts.
that.
Yeah.
Now, if someone's had a higher craft skill than a survival skill, would you allow them to utilize it in this instance?
I will
or
craft
do you
a
think
steak
that
out
it's
of
strictly survival?
Alright. Survival to make sure that it is edible and won't give you food poisoning.
Oh no.
Craft to make it presentable and taste good.
Seems right. I like that take on it.
Yeah. So,
Oh, is that-
also,
is that a
according
craft
to your
etiquette?
character, you're a little bit better at making something edible than you are at making something good to eat.
Ah,
Okay, well, I'm gonna send you something funny.
Yeah.
Roger.
So, I'm gonna send you this from a friend of mine. And then this was posted by another friend of mine in the same channel.
Alright. My computer is finally booted up fully.
I've done that.
Wow, he's back! When I was young, ooh, boy.
Oh my.
I watched that video recently, and it never fails to make me lose my shit.
Alright, so we're just waiting on Double D.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Hey, Double D!
Buttered toast.
God darn it, Double D. I told you we shouldn't have gone Iraq.
Butter toast.
Holy
Shouldn't
shit.
be a fucking masterpiece.
Do I have the original like mentioning?
I think I do. I do. Yeah. I got it. Give me 1 second. This one?
What am I looking
Oh
at?
no, that's bad. That's the bad one.
What are you looking at?
My man slapped a giant dinosaur woman's ass and is now running from the dinosaur woman. Yeah.
Oh, I love that reaction image. Just watch this.
Easily some of the best images of those games. Or in that game.
I got this one.
Oh, Sam. Jump the present. Ah, damn. I don't know where it went.
What? Oh, wait. I have it.
Bitch. Yeah. That's just how it feels sometimes.
Fine, Jackal.
Butthole 6-1 is in the pipe. 555.
Oh, I forgot to press the button.
Ah, you're back.
Alright. Hey, everyone, ready?
Yeah.
Asta, you back yet?
I never left.
Cool. We're all good then. Alright.
To the kitchen then.
Off to the kitchen.
As we go to create food crimes.
I'm going to commit great crime.
I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
Bust nut.
Delta, go get the motor oil. We're gonna have to fry some shit.
On it.
Bring that 40W20. Or 10W30, one of the two.
I'll bring out the OX-24.
Oh.
We'll get the fucking weapon oil on this.
Oh, daddy. Jacqueline just fades through the wall with her arms spread like she's T-posing.
She just keeps falling through.
No, she walked through the glass like her daddy taught her.
Cue the Mongolian's throat singing as she just goes through the wall. Whoa.
No, see that window there? She walked straight through it, just like her daddy taught her.
Yeah, but there's also a stove right in front of it too, so she had to go through the stove too. That's why I said Mongolian throat singing, just whoa as she goes through it.
She is the poo disengage.
Oh no! Oh no!
Just go take a seat there on the couch. Kind of just.
Already.
Madam Miklat, did you wash your hands before you cook?
And Clint's going to give a nod towards Avril. As she
Oh,
is
very good.
freshly wiping her hands down with a towel. A clean towel. Oui, mes amis, oui. Was my first time in the kitchen.
As Delta comes through, he's gonna notice like Lorelai just passing through the corridor. It's like, hey Lorelai, you doing alright? Doing alright over there?
Oh, yeah. Just things on my mind, that's all.
Well, for the time being.
I didn't miss much, did I? With my
I know.
absence?
Not at all. In fact, little last year, probably be happy to see you guys.
Oh?
Well, you've done more Jackal before.
I've been playing this once or twice.
Ow, 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 leg cramp, leg cramp, leg cramp. Fuck!
Oh god, I'm sorry. Like,
Just imagining a Clat freaking out in the kitchen after having a fucking Charlie horse try to make, I don't know, fucking chicken nuggets or something.
Deep frying fucking dino nuggets and gets a leg cramp. It's in my eyes.
Like
It burns.
yeah, I just freaking. You just start screaming with the leg cramp. I just see fucking Avril just rushing by us.
Avril goes running past, screaming leg cramp, leg cramp, leg cramp.
As he's running.
One leg sticking straight up in front of himself, so he just hops on the other one and mock Jesus.
Try to catch up to the little cramping leg.
Basically just leaves a fucking polar bear shaped hole in the wall.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
What?
Alright, so Clat, you were attempting to cook.
Yes, and Clyde is trying.
What are
First
you
of all, trying to figure out what children eat.
Okay, how to figure out what children eat.
Steak.
What is the
I need an 80-ounce steak here immediately.
Well, I mean, it is Jackal's kid, so.
I need 3 80-ounce steaks here immediately, and they're all for her.
Alright.
Roger. Checking this. Gathering the entire meat inventory.
That's like 10 pounds of meat.
Okay, so the check for that, I believe, would be investigation.
Oh god.
Is anyone's got anything in investigation?
Could be investigation. I'm trying to figure out what.
I'm going to try to investigate with my mind. I've rolled a 5.
Alright, you rolled a 5. Well. Well, I mean, the last time that you had a dinner with her, she seemed to enjoy the mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Of course, then again, she was 8 at the time.
Mac and cheese, mac and cheese.
I don't know that.
I need an entree to go with mac and cheese, though. Ice cream!
Yeah, remember. Plate French.
Yeah,
Ice cream and mac and cheese!
You're pulling a blank on an entree, though.
That's why I said ice cream.
I would have thought ice cream would be more so a dessert, but I suppose...
Nothing makes a kid smile more than ice cream does.
Jackal, for some reason I have permissions to move Lorelei.
The fuck?
Hold on. I don't know why.
Give me a moment.
Where am I going? I'm having an out-of-body experience over here.
Yeah, I had psychic powers.
One moment.
I was wondering why your cursor was hovering over me.
I reloaded my game just to make sure I wasn't like glitching out, but no.
Blows up Lorelei with mind.
What mind does Avril have?
None!
My fucking
birdie.
Enhance.
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Why is everyone set as owner? Everyone's supposed to be set as observer. Okay, try now.
I cannot move Lorelei.
Thank God. Okay, it's because everyone was set as owner for Lorelei somehow.
What?
Congratulations, Lorelei.
Being late.
You are the village bicycle now.
I guess that's what I get for being late.
Just picture a fucking Lorelei just on the couch with all this behind her.
That honor was going to go to Ingrid.
Alright, so you managed to remember that Jacqueline liked the mac and cheese last time that you had dinner with her 4 years ago.
Jeez.
What goes with mac and cheese?
But you're pulling a blank on what kind of entree she might like.
Eclat's going to stick her head out of the kitchen. I need a professional opinion in here. From a grown child. She's then going to point to Delta. You, I need a child's opinion.
Ingrid goes back to couch.
An adult child.
Delta, have you raised kids before?
Well, there has been a lot of talks going between him and Dusk about raising a kid of their own, and in fact, little does he know there may be something along the way in that.
Eclat's just going to squint at Delta. What do children eat, Mizumi? I have
Which check would I do for that?
Have you... Okay, but have you, like, babysat before?
A couple times.
Delta's done a little bit of babysitting here and there?
Yeah.
While Jacqueline's sitting out in the hallway.
Ingrid is just aghast. She had no idea Delta and Dusk were involved.
Alright.
Bro,
I
they
would say
bucket.
an investigation roll at disadvantage for not having kids.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any suggestions?
Finger food?
Why would you finger
Chicken
your
nuggets,
food?
perhaps?
Why would you finger your food? You save that for women.
Ingrid's now bright red and totally offended at that statement.
And some men.
Okay.
Yeah, now she's even. What does that phrase mean? Finger foods, foods you can eat with your fingers. You don't need a fork.
I know what the phrase means, mon ami. It's called humor.
And why are you being degenerate?
Because I own this company, I can say whatever the fuck I want on this base.
Yeah, Ingrid just sighs and goes back to the couch.
I sign your
Thought she'd
paychecks,
never left.
Mizumi.
Why? What? I'm sorry,
I just-
but why can we not ask Jacqueline what she wants?
I'm trying to surprise her. Delta has
Line just
rolled.
leans forward.
Delta has a result of 5, which at the -1 means 4. Jackal.
Disadvantage means you roll twice, take the lower one.
Oh.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, I'll roll again. So. Investigation. I'll use my reroll. Fucking hell.
Is that a cocked die? Did anyone else see that?
It just kind of just dropped there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Fuck's sake.
Want one better?
Okay, so you know kids love candy.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Kids like candy, but the thing is, that's not really something for like to have like the main dish here. So
Candy.
that's gonna have to be something else. That's something I'd recommend with this.
I'd like to make a suggestion of my own.
The floor is yours.
Okay. Given that Avril has has brain damage from it when he was young, it would imply that his mind isn't growing at a functional rate, which would also imply that his mind is like that of a child in certain aspects.
He is, for all intents and purposes, a professional child. I see what
Damn, we got a fucking example right here.
Given that, would it be reasonable to assume that Avril might know what Jacqueline would want?
the impulsive nature of a child.
I mean, the clat did ask specifically for an adult child. For some reason, turned to Delta.
Yeah, like, I don't know why the heck.
I was trying to make fun of
Sure, one
Delta.
in the room.
Okay. Could I then roll to see if I might have a possible suggestion for this matter?
Investigation.
Yep, you may roll investigation.
Okay.
With roll investigation with a +1.
Wow.
The mind of the child is
This would be a
spirit.
spirit check, not a mind.
Spirit? Okay.
Investigation is spirit.
Oh, I was about to mind like this.
Yes, that's because you don't have the mind of a child. Whereas Avril has the mind of a child, can use the impulsive nature.
+1, that would be a 5. So you remember back to when you were just little baby man.
Oh no, we're gonna make
Little
borscht,
baby
aren't we? We're gonna make
And
borscht.
you remember enjoying nice warm bowl of mama soup.
I love mama soup. It is so good with tomatoes and bay leaves.
So you remember a couple of dishes from your childhood. You have no idea how to make them.
Oh no.
But you know how to describe them.
Delta, pen and paper.
On it.
Take notes.
The clan has
Pencil
been
scribbling noises.
cooking because French.
Clan does not English good.
Does anyone else want to contribute to this? Make it, make it a team effort. Lorelai?
Like we try to decipher what a child eats.
I mean, is there any particular checks that
Investigation.
I would need to do?
It would be investigation checks. Would you happen to have any experience with child rearing? Either having a child or babysitting or something like that.
Ingrid has experience being a child.
Sorry. What? Okay. What'd you say, Laura? What'd you say?
I highly doubt it. With Lorelai in particular.
Okay, so that would be disadvantage -1 because of, well, background things.
Or
Got
investigation
no clue
spirit?
what it's like. Investigation spirit, yes.
Alright. One moment. Five and a 3.
And
But...
with the -1 going
Oh dang it.
So you got nothing. What kids like
Or
sweet
like
things.
Or like just wants to just doing the Will Smith shrug, just
You know, when I was a child, the sweet things I liked were when you pulled turnips out of the ground early. I ate them, they tasted a lot like apples. But let me tell you, Father would be livid if you did that because there wasn't a lot to go around.
Oh yeah, Ingrid's a foodie, isn't she?
Yeah, she also had a poor as fuck childhood during a couple of famines.
So she would know quite a few things about home cooking, huh?
Yeah, but she's not the best at it. I mean, she's not terrible.
Alright, hold on. Check the character sheet real quick. So... What experience does Ingrid have with kids?
Aside from being one, not much. She was one of the younger in her friend group. and she didn't babysit when she got here.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, she had that thing in Texas.
Both in Texas.
I would say because your background is from the fucking Middle Ages, I would say you have a +1, but you're rolling a disadvantage.
So is that a net 0?
No.
It's spirit investigation spirit +1, rolling a disadvantage.
And disadvantage
You
the
roll
-1,
twice.
right?
No,
You
disadvantage
roll
means
twice and you take the smaller number.
And then add 1 to that smaller number, and that's your.
Well, +2 with my spirit.
just okay. So go into the macros, grab investigation spirit, and roll that. I already have macros for this.
Okay, so
6 and 7.
double check in the so spirit of 1, investigation 0. So those would be correct. You'd have a +1, which means you got a 6, which means what about a casserole? That's what comes to mind for you.
Casserole, right?
Yeah, like a cheesy casserole. Like a cheesy potato-y casserole.
Just load up with cheese and potatoes and make a casserole is probably good. Add bacon for good measure.
Yeah.
With all this input.
Like a decently, like, it's not fancy, but it's good eating, filling, warm.
Clad is going to think, then squint, before snapping her fingers and holding her hand up over her head, pointing a finger at the ceiling. Idea. Mac and cheese potato casserole.
Yes.
I need potatoes peeled, ladies and gentlemen. I need potatoes peeled.
Let's get to it.
After she speaks, she is going to immediately go try and find the biggest pot she can.
Ingrid's gonna get a knife and start peeling.
While that's going on, Delta's gonna have just grabbed a couple of colas from the storeroom there and brought back one for Jackal. Oh, sorry, Jacqueline, in the meantime.
Peeled and sliced, ladies and gentlemen, peeled and sliced.
Jacqueline just kind of scoots over on the couch to get Delta broke.
Yeah, Jan, bring a little drink here for you.
Takes up the Delta. She takes the can and like lifts it up to her mouth and cracks it open with her teeth. Takes a sip of it.
My girl's a savage.
Oh.
She learned a lot of her mannerisms from her dad.
I can tell.
At least she's not shotgunning it this time.
Mercifully.
So, yes, got that correct.
Eclat has a big pot of water on the stove, waiting for it to boil, as she is glancing through the others and seeing who is helping with the potatoes and who is not.
Alright, roll survival check. If you roll anything other than a 1, you manage to not burn the water.
Oh god.
Okay.
I was like, ow!
Water.
Fuck, I just smacked my hand off my table. Huzzah!
Awesome. Yeah, Delta Jacqueline's she's just kind of going non-verbal right now. She doesn't really know what to say, what to talk about. You remember that she is normally a very, very active child. Very talkative, very chatty. So right now she's just kind of clammed up.
I suppose in this hallway there might be a little bit of arts around here, like some pictures of the wall and that. Also, sorry, I'm trying to... Which way is my character oriented in this? There we go. There might be some like photos of them up on the wall and that sort of stuff, like various like moments of Chimera Squadron and that sort of stuff. And there's one in particular of a particular scene. I think I can distinctly remember where we had stacked up a whole bunch of stuff on top of Anthony's head when he was like sleeping on the desk or something like that.
No, there was the one where he was taped to the wall.
Oh, that one actually.
Yeah, whenever he was taped to the wall by the technicians. And then there were the many times whenever Egbert fell asleep at his psycho table.
Oh, it was Egbert that had that.
Yeah, Egbert's the one that had to keep sleeping at the psycho table.
Oh, man, I never tell you much about Egbert much? Man was a sleeper. He literally...
Stories about him.
Chi meme.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that man had some questionable practices.
Got results.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny. He got results that day. Definitely a black eye as well for me, but you know.
And then there was the Asha doing her walk around.
Ingrid, the clap's gonna glance over your shoulder to see how many potatoes you got.
That's probably a fair few. She has a bowl full of water. She can take a note and put it back in. Oh, need a roll?
Roll. Yeah, make me a survival or craft, whichever one's higher for you.
Yeah.
Really?
Holy shit.
Goddamn.
Damn.
You work hard on those potatoes. They are spotlessly peeled. And you've got 8 fully peeled potatoes laid out for you. Ready to be cut, diced, boiled.
Ingrid is gonna get a pat on her shoulder by a flat. He thinks that's enough mezzanine.
I was just a bit terrified.
As thin as you can.
What are Avril and Lorelei doing?
When hopes we have my cheese.
Well, I'm kind of torn as to what I'm doing because I'm like partially curious about what's going on in the kitchen, whether I can help them, but also curious about what Delta and Jacqueline are talking about. So that's why I'm standing in the middle and I'm like, I don't know, feel lost.
Same with Lorelei, to be completely honest. She's just kind of like, she's just, I suppose, hanging around just in case anyone needs any extra hands of help.
Well, you could go into the kitchen and help out with the casserole, or you could go and tell stories from your life to the child that is in obvious need of distraction from horrific trauma. I feel called out by this.
Alright.
Anything I can do to help Ingrid?
Clat makes a shrug of her shoulders and then motions towards Ingrid. You want to help them peel potatoes?
Yeah, I'm already on the phone.
Already?
She's already done. She's gotten through all the potatoes.
Well, not just peel, but also slice.
And slicing's really easy.
So time consuming.
I've got it. Don't worry about it.
You say something to me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Is it that kind of shit?
At the moment, the flats, Ingrid, your cooking is going better than expected. Thanks to Ingrid's experience with food and Eclat's French.
Hey! Rude! Listen here, motherfucker.
Distant accordion sounds.
I'll have you know that I'm terrible at cooking. Is that what you're going to say?
That shit was my mind. I'm missing a response there.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
Anyway.
from it's from a French song called Les Oignons.
Not gonna lie, I heard it and I was like, this half sounds like Dragon Quest, but not really. So that's why I was quiet.
To be honest, I've heard that song, but literally all the lyrics sound like they're saying it's just oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Oh fuck, camera, oh fuck, camera, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, camera.
So yeah, pretty much Delta's just gonna be going over some more cheerful memories and that sort of stuff with Jacqueline back here.
And Jacqueline's just trying to pay attention, but you can tell that she's thinking about her dad. All that is not exactly helping.
After my connection's going here.
Oop.
You guys still there? Hello?
Yep. Hi.
Yep.
Also, is this song French enough for you?
The fish are shocked. Belongs in the French Riviera.
What the fuck?
What?
What the hell?
What did you do?
What did I just clicked on Discord to look into it. I clicked on that. What the hell happened?
You accidentally started the gun.
I accidentally started the fucking garlic phone. I clicked to unminimize Discord and automatically says, "Oh, you want to play some fucking garlic phone?"
Sorry, I've lost connection there entirely.
The fuck was that?
Yes.
Spanish fleet is really gonna get its use here.
It is. Sorry about that. Like I lost connection entirely.
It's all good.
This is a disaster.
So sorry, are you still in the game? Oh, you're back.
Okay.
All right. So, what skill is this? Roll an awareness check for me. Awareness spirit.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes, Delta.
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were talking to someone else. Okay. Right, let's see. Awareness, spirits. Did it? Oh, it did my aircraft. Sorry.
Holy shit, Delta.
Did your aircraft again?
Yeah, you're still set as. Yeah, you're still set as the bird.
Oh.
I can tell by the double brackets.
Alright.
Same with Lorelei.
What?
Yep.
Alright, do I need to try again, or?
Yeah, do you want him to try again?
Yep, try now.
Okay.
Try now.
Alright. Okay, trying now.
Hey, he's locked in hold.
Oh, that's a nice change.
Critical!
Alright, so as you were going through all these stories about your good friend Jackal, all the good times, good memories you had with them, you look over to Jacqueline, and she is on the verge of tears. And you realize that maybe thinking about her dad right now is the last thing she wants to do.
Rubbing salt.
As you pull her to the ground, she just starts quietly sobbing. Just letting herself lose composure. She misses her dad. She misses her dad.
Well, the good thing those stories didn't have Asta in them, or else they wouldn't be safe fit to tell to a child.
Oh, God.
No.
That's the last thing any of us want to say to a child.
Anything about Asta.
Asta is just not safe for children.
Yeah, that's a chapter for a whole different part of
When
So
she
you want to hear
turns
about that time your dad broke a man's asshole open?
Want to learn about the time your dad turned a boy into a girl?
Jesus.
From femboy to femman.
The reason the pregnant man emoji exists.
Femboy impregnated.
Fuck's sakes.
Anyway, but,
This is the worst.
Yeah.
Trying to have an emotional moment between Delta and Jacqueline over here, and y'all talking about femboys.
And femmen, get it right.
Fuck.
Accurate though.
But
Alright.
yeah. There might be a tier or two going down Delta's like eyes as well.
Hey Jackal, I got a question.
Yes.
Would a Quat be able to hear that from the kitchen? Or would the noise in the kitchen be too loud?
The noise in the kitchen is too much to hear the quiet sobbing of Jacqueline in the other room. You are unaware that your daughter's crying in Uncle Delta's arms.
Delta's definitely gonna try.
Delta's gonna.
How is the water boiling going? Do I need to do anything about that? Or
The water
boiling
boiling
over?
is going fine. You made one check for not burning the water, so you're good at that.
My next question is the water actually boiling?
Yes, the water is now boiling.
Noodle time!
Noodle time. What's the plan with the potatoes?
Yes, slice them thin, we're gonna layer them.
Alright, so potatoes are.
I'm going to need bacon.
Okay, Ingrid, you were slicing potatoes, right?
Yeah.
Either survival or close combat, either one.
Oh shit.
Oh yes! She's gonna go full fucking right in on the potatoes. Standing here,
Nailed it.
I realize.
What was that? Survival?
That was close combat.
Hey, yep.
Okay.
You diced those fuckers perfectly by tossing them in the air and slicing them on the way down with the fucking Bowie knife.
See?
I have the perfect song for that. I'm putting it in memes.
Is it Fruit Ninja?
No.
Potato Ninja. Oh god.
Oh god.
It has to be. It has to be this way. Yep.
Oh boy. Now I wish I fucking had that shit.
Just ripping the potato to shreds.
You're working on fucking whatever you're working on over there, and you're like, hey Ingrid, what's going on with the potatoes? And you just hear fucking
It was either gonna be that, or it was gonna be Rules of Nature that I grabbed.
Unfortunately, I did not have the time to download that one yet, but because I have to manually edit each one of them to have a decent loop.
I know.
Oh
God.
yeah, but I wish I had them. I wish I had that one ready.
Rules of Nature would be fucking sweet.
Potatoes are done. You want me to grate some cheese?
Yes, lots of cheese, Mesame. There's the bacon.
Alright, cheese grate. Cheese grate. Mac's going. Where the potatoes going?
The potatoes are gonna be layered in the casserole. It's gonna make the layers in the casserole. So it's like how you make a lasagna, but instead of pasta noodle, it's going to be potato.
Alright. Okay. Awesome.
Where's the bacon?
Where is the bacon?
Where's the beef? Yo, where's the beef? Yo.
By the way, there is enough room in the kitchen for 3 people. However, 4 would make everyone start with a disadvantage because I will throw that out there. If anyone else wants to help out with cooking, speed up the process. The higher you get, the higher the rolls are, the better the casseroles will turn. So wants to throw in their culinary expertise. This is your prompt. How big are you again?
6'11".
6'11".
Ah yes, the meat mountain. The man who, when he was a child, suckled from the teat of a steak.
Roll me an awareness check.
His mother's milk was borscht. Duh, пожалуйста!
Awareness spirit.
Hey!
Damn, you're on a roll of rolls today. Oh yeah, so Avril is able to slip into the kitchen, and despite his immense size, is able to, maneuver without getting in the way of anyone. Even says behind when he's behind someone.
I can tell you've worked in the kitchen area before.
And Clanton is going to glance over to Avril whenever he enters the kitchen.
I pick up thing or two from my mother.
Man, it's Gordon Ramsay and his camera crew.
When Avril enters the kitchen, Eclat's going to glance over to him. Ah, Avril.
No camera, only boom mic.
Thank you, Mesame. How good are you at handling bacon?
Pigs are easy. I handle pigs in class.
I will take it. Yes.
Very good, very good. I need bacon fried and chopped up, very fine. Almost crumbling.
Alright.
We are making.
I want you to roll an investigation check. Mike.
To find the bacon.
Alright, so you, yes, you don't. Bro!
Oops, all crits. I've not rolled it. I've rolled 3 dice today and they're all crits.
Holy shit!
Okay, so you see that room directly to the south of you?
Yes.
That is the meat. That's the freezer. That's where the bacon is.
Big old walk-in freezer.
If you had rolled a 1, I was going to have you just come out with a whole fucking pig carcass.
I'm back.
Well, we can back as this.
Back, Betty.
I'm just doing this so like it doesn't get in the way of you guys.
We are in the process of trying to make a casserole while Jackal is consoling a crying child.
Delta, you
Whatever.
What were you gonna say? Oh, that's true.
So
true.
So true, Busty.
So, Jacqueline's finally managed to turn off the waterways a bit and pull away from Delta. She finally starts talking again. Something's working. I get to see her.
Does her best. Like,
I know. That's what Dad always said.
but it's perfectly okay to feel like that. Like, it's natural. Like, she's doing the best she can for you. Same way that he did for her. But as it stands, I reckon it's safe to say that as long as you never forget him, he'll never really be gone. So, in a way, I wouldn't be too surprised if he's here with us now to have this dinner with you and her.
What if she's afraid of ghosts?
She's not afraid of much.
If anything, the ghosts are afraid of her because of who her father is.
Roll persuasion spirit, Delta.
Persuasion spirit? Understood. There it goes.
Damn.
5.
Why'd that dice go so quick?
Jacqueline just kind of nods and takes another sip of her soda. I know. Thanks, Uncle Delta.
Anytime, Jacqueline. He's proud of you. And they always love you. Moreover, they'll always be with you. As will we.
Jacqueline sets the empty can of soda on the table next to her and gets up from the couch. Do you know where the bathroom is?
Of course. Yeah, right this way. Yeah, like he'll lead her to it. But, yeah, but of course, like standing outside and that. Yeah, just down here to the right.
Thanks, Uncle Delta. She goes to the wrong door first. Then goes into the correct door.
He'll give her some time.
She'll learn the base in time.
Bill's definitely gonna need to wipe a tear or two away from his own face a little bit. Give a little look over to a photo of the squadron. Just all together is like, I'll do what I can, Adrian.
Alright. Class going to glance over to Avril. How's that bacon coming along, mon ami?
Roll me a survival check.
Good roll.
Good lord, man!
It was almost a crit again.
Bacon is coming along nicely.
Bet. Am I gonna have to make any checks for the noodles?
Noodles? You know what? Roll for me a craft check.
Craft. I have to add that.
Cooking is a very involved process.
Boom! Critical!
You have them perfectly al dente.
Woo!
Perfectly.
Then off they come into the strainer. Hopefully not burning herself in the process.
So, cheese is ready, bacon's ready, potatoes are ready.
Noodles are ready.
Pasta's ready. Noodles are ready.
Time to construct!
Construction time.
Into the casserole dish we go. Okay, mes amis, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do layers of potatoes and noodles, interspersing in cheese and bacon as needed until it looks perfect. Hopefully with some bacon and cheese left for the top to create a nice crust. Are we all in agreement here?
Depot theme here.
That works for me.
Oh, I got the best. I got the better one.
With the epic version?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. So, survival or craft? One or the other.
I'm going to roll craft.
All three of your rolls.
Oh!
Ingrid and Avril as well.
We can all pick survival or craft.
Well, I rolled
Survival or craft.
I rolled craft and A.
Damn, Avril is just the best cook in the house, huh?
Hey, if there's one thing you don't want to doubt,
Bring the pizza.
if there's one person you don't want to doubt in the kitchen, it's a big old Slav raised on mama soup. You don't want to doubt big old Slav raised on mama soup.
Corn fed?
Mama raised her
no,
well.
Mama soup fed.
Corn fed, nah, borscht fed.
So yeah, Clyde, you are struggling,
Burning herself.
and Avril is like actively saying, "No."
Now, all we need is
Avril, you managed to be able to fix whatever mistakes that Clack makes.
Class mostly just
And
burning herself.
It balances out into a success.
Ingrid.
Managed to assemble the casserole.
Okay.
Now there's only one thing left to do. how long do you put it in the oven for, and at what temperature?
Oh fuck.
If this is international, are we using centigrade? Are we using
centigrade?
Centigrade because Eclat is from fucking Ace Combat France.
Ingrid barely grasps Fahrenheit, and she doesn't know Celsius.
Centigrade because we're not chuds.
And Ingrid's standing there just looking at Avril go nuts, and she looks at Eclat and Avril. It's like, you know, back where I was from, I was going to be married off to some rich dude, some rich man, so I could get, my house could get, well, the dowry, a big one, to help pick their financial problems. I never really wanted that, except for the first time when I actually liked the guy as a friend. But, yeah. I managed to get out of it by becoming a knight and coming here.
There's just Eclat is staring at Avril dumbfounded, just mes amis. What the fuck?
Needless to say, I would
So
always
what
sneak
you're saying
off.
is you're not a good housewife.
Yeah, Ingrid is 100% saying she's not a good housewife.
Avril's apparently the best housewife in the goddamn complex.
House husband Avril.
We found the fem man.
Maid outfit
Beware.
Avril.
Oh no! Avril in maid outfit would be the most horrifying thing ever. Either because you can't stop.
Up to you.
What's up?
It's up to you, Avril. How long does the casserole go in for?
how much of an how big is the pan?
Typical casserole pan size.
Um,
I've never made a casserole in my life.
Are you going by numbers or are you going by feeling?
I'm trying to go by numbers. I don't. Avril probably would not. Avril would just be like, probably like 45 minutes.
5 minutes. With an afterburner, maybe. I saw.
And temperature?
Afterburner.
Jesus, no, probably more of a slow go.
Yeah, you.
Roll survival for me.
Should we all do it?
Fuck! We don't need to now!
Yep. So low temperature, 45 minutes would make for the perfect melty insides, crispy top.
God.
You just see Avril just pushes some button. He puts it in, pushes some buttons on the oven. Or actually, they wouldn't even have buttons because it's an old style
dial.
So I just like I'm just kind of like turning the dial with my claws, and like I'm looking at it, just kind of slowly like pushing my nose into it. It's like as if I'm like focusing on it, even though there's not much to focus on. And after a bit, he just holds his claws there for a couple seconds. Says, "He's good."
Oh, I know how he's pressing his nose against the glass, like.
Oh yeah. I was
It's in
outside
memes.
the window the other day.
Just Becky.
100%.
Just pressed against the glass like that, just package.
What?
Food.
Alright. So, yeah, Avril, you fucking killed it in the kitchen today.
My man is meat god.
Chef.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're still doing Austin, aren't we?
That's up to you, buddy. You're the GM here.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. You get a you get +1 upgrade point for being a based chef.
Who me?
Yeah. Or sorry, not upgrade point. The
Experience.
Awesomeness point, or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. Basically, once the arc is over, you'll get +1 points to work with in order to up your stats and stuff.
Just note down that you have an awesomeness point.
Yeah.
And then we'll take care of it from there.
Just for being awesome in the kitchen and being really good with role playing. I reward good role playing.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Copyright strike.
Bro, I'm already gonna get copyright strike from fucking Spanish Flea.
What the f...
Yeah. I'm looking to see if there is an image of the same polar bear that I have as my icon, but with a maid outfit.
Oh no.
It's definitely not impossible, so that's why I'm looking. Like, someone might have done that.
Oh god, that's horrible. So we're waiting on the thing to cook then, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
In that
Now you
time,
just wait for the
sorry.
wait for the casserole to cook. In the meantime, you want to make like side dishes or?
Well, this is already gonna be dense as hell as it is.
There is enough there for the whole squad.
Hmm.
And Jacqueline.
And you know Ingrid's gonna want seconds, at least.
Yes.
Possibly 23rds.
I know what children like. They like cakes.
Oh no.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Fuck.
We're not gonna do that.
I'm just imagining you bake her a cake. What do we decorate it with? And you just squiggle on there. Sorry, your dad's dead.
No, we just.
Wow, coming from the partner, Jesus.
Sorry, your dad nutted in me.
God damn.
Has Clay even told her about the birds and the bees yet?
Clyde, you are a horrible mother.
Hey, Clyde doesn't speak English very good.
Commit great crime.
To answer your question, no, Eclat nor Jackal has given Jacqueline the birds and the bees talk yet.
Well, Ingrid's calling, not it for that talk.
Jackal, what do I roll to investigate if the kitchen, if the freezer has ice cream? Investigation, or do I have to roll something else?
Roll awareness.
Yes, awareness mind. I have awareness.
Hey.
Vanilla and chocolate.
I'm grabbing both and getting them both ready. Ice cream for dessert, fuck boys. And fuck men.
Yes, let's go. In the meantime, sort of thing, Delta's gonna go up, check on Lorelei, make sure that she's alright. She did mention she had some stuff on her mind beforehand. Yeah, good. Hey Lorelei, you got a minute?
She just sort of looks up from her chair, sort of fiddling with a feather in her hands. I suppose so, yeah.
Just came by to check in on you. You said you had a bit on your mind, so figured I'd just see if there's anything I could do to help.
Just... I guess it's just a little spooked, that's all.
Yeah, well, it usually tends to be, I'm afraid. We were outmatched that day, on every front, but the important thing is you got out.
Yeah, barely.
Well,
I guess it's just first time jitters of being what it's like to be chased down like that.
yeah, it can definitely be rough, I'll tell you that much.
Coming from someone like you?
Oh, absolutely. Like, did you ever hear about? Do you remember that class I taught you about, like, in regards to like conduct? You know, not to outright seek to destroy your enemy outright.
Yeah.
Well, I've had some encounters with pilots that were just so damn bloodthirsty that they literally just saw death for the hell of it. One in particular was called the Butcher.
I remember this guy.
I remember who killed this guy.
He was a bitch.
Yes.
Even bigger one than Asta, because he was made a bitch by Asta.
Well, he unfortunately got one of our guys, and he also shot me down as well.
Well, I just kind of looks up from her further for a moment. Just sort of like looking over to Delta. Just kind of out of curiosity and disbelief.
Planes are expendable. Sorry.
When this was this when you were a rookie, or?
Oh no, like this was during the last war, but I mean, I suppose I was kind of a rookie at the time, but so it was a good while into my sort of like leading of Chimera Squadron as a flight leader. It's actually our fight over our Rendall that he actually took us down. Damn cannon shell nearly freaking gutted me. But thankfully we were able to eject. But the thing is, that's not what matters. What matters was the fact that we got out. A plane like that costs millions. But you can't put a price on a human life. You got out of your plane like we got out of ours. You did it right. So.
True.
Yeah. In the end of the
Unless
day,
this is all just a massive dream or something.
it can feel like that at times. That's normal. But you're still you, and you're still here. That's what counts. Moreover, next time it's not going to be such a one-sided fight.
I'd certainly hope so.
So at this point, Dulles is pretty much gonna just give her a pat on the shoulders, like, "Hey, if any counts you any like reassurance here. Of all the pilots I've trained up, not any of them would have lasted half as long as you did. In fact, I was actually kind of surprised we held out as long as we did."
So you reckon that was more of just a trial by fire then, unexpectedly?
Trial by fire while we were soaked in gasoline.
Lorelei just gives off a little chuckle at that one.
Yeah. The odds are stacked against us in every single deck. It won't be next time. Moreover, I think it's safe to say that your training's paid off. Clearly came a long way from what the pilot I first saw at the first day of the academy.
That
Even back
definitely
then.
seems to. Those
Sorry.
words definitely seem to touch a string for Lorelei.
Sorry.
No, it's just. She just kind of looks up again, just sort of. A lot more. Sort of. I don't know if it would be surprise or. Sort of. Pride, I suppose. Proud.
Well, any pilot can be as proud as they want to, but sooner or later, every ace gets a reality check. Guess you can count this as your one.
Suppose it's better to get that check at the beginning of your career and not the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a good way to go about it. We'll be having dinner soon with the rest. You coming?
I reckon so.
Take all the time you need.
Managed to stop the waterworks going on in the main room.
She's tough. But hey, even the toughest pipe needs to leak every once in a while.
I figured I'd give it some space.
Appreciate it. Well, I'm sure she'll be alright. Besides, she's got us looking out for her.
True.
Alright. Yep. Sorry for the little side tangent, guys. Thought I'd
It's all good.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Storytelling.
Declan finally comes out of the restroom. And, it's to Delta. That's a,
hey, kiddo.
classic child, question of, did you clean your gun when you were done on the range?
You know?
You know, like a normal kid.
Normal, quote unquote.
Such a normal question from a kid that it completely throws Lorelei off on the side.
That's gonna get a raised eyebrow from Delta's like, you know, I haven't actually get a chance to do that yet, but I, usually do it at the end of the day.
Can I clean it?
Yeah.
Dad would always have me clean the guns when we were done. Told me it was good for my mental. He'd sit there with me and we'd clean guns together after we were done shooting every Saturday.
Sounds quite nice. Yeah. We can get that gun cleaned up with you.
Thanks, Uncle Dalton.
Anytime, kiddo. Little shoulder pat in there.
Hey, Jackal.
She tries to give like a half smile, but you can tell she's trying to force it. Yeah.
I was about to ask, do you think it would have been long enough that the casserole will be done?
Yeah, just about.
Alright. Then Eclat will pull that out of the oven.
Yeah. Jacqueline gets a good whiff of it as it comes out of the oven. She's standing right next to the kitchen. She glances over, and for the first time since she arrived, you see a little bit of a wag in her tail. Smelling that good food.
Eclat is going to place it down on the stove briefly before making a spinning gesture over her head with 2 fingers from her hand. And speaking up. Commons room, everyone! Commons room! And she is then going to carry the casserole. Ingrid, get some plates. Avril, get some forks.
Ingrid gets the plates. Do you want serving utensils?
Yes, please.
I imagine Betty has just fallen asleep to explain why I also am not feeling well.
You're in a different headspace.
Okay.
Yeah. So Eclat's going to plonk the casserole down on an oven mitt on this table that's like right beside her, not the pool table, the other one.
Phil would have made sure to grab a few drinks and bring those in along the way.
Eclat is going to grab a serving spoon and begin dolloping out heaping portions before passing them around. So, Avril gets the first one, then Ingrid the second, and then anyone else who comes in their order that they show up is getting them.
So, having kept track of all the rolls that happened for the cooking,
yeah,
I am proud to say that the casserole turned out way better than it should have, considering your experience.
Considering the commander that doesn't really know how to cook.
Due to Ingrid's skill at preparing the food and Avril's skill at actually making the food look and taste amazing.
This is why you don't doubt someone raised on mama soup.
Yeah.
Do not doubt Slav.
Or somebody who's been through a few famines.
Yeah.
Or the power of the foodie.
Funny enough, Eclat, Eclat kind of dropped the ball a bit.
Yeah, Eclat's job isn't. Eclat is not a cook. She's a fighter pilot first and foremost, not a chef, nor a homemaker.
That is fair.
Her job is to be a badass, not a homebody. But as she's dolloping out the plates, and once everyone's had their portion served, is going to sit on the edge of the pool table, using her lap as a table for her own plate.
Ingrid went over to the couch, and she's using that table in front of it as a plate. Or table.
Jacqueline's going to join Ingrid right there on the couch next to her.
Hey, Jacqueline, I'm Ingrid. I don't know if you know me.
Hi, she says, kind of shyly.
So, do you have any hobbies you like to do? Anything exciting?
But she's trying. She hasn't completely shut down like she did.
Eclat's going to chime in. What was that? I was about to say, Eclat was going to chime in and mention that Ingrid's the one that tried to ride her back. And got court-martialed for it.
Court-martialed? What?
I think it was court-martialed. Jack, what was the punishment that she got for trying to ride a clat. Was it a court martial or was it just her getting yelled at? I can't remember what you said it was.
I don't.
Like from the Navy?
She got
No, whenever Ingrid tried to ride a clat like a clat was just a normal horse. Whenever Ingrid got drunk.
You got cleaning duty for.
Oh, right. Yes.
And
The
everything
funny
was
thing we were probably thinking about was Ingrid trying to get double rations.
Ah, right. Made to eat until she puked.
Because just in case of famine.
That was back during basic, though.
Yeah.
That was years before this.
But yes, Aklat's going to mention that about the whole incident of Ingrid trying to ride her back like she was a normal horse and getting stuck with her cleaning duty.
Ingrid's bright red. She's like, oh, this is why I should never drink.
Oui, mes amis, oui.
Don't do it often, but when I do, it gets away from me.
You become a completely different person, mon ami.
Was I singing at the time? Hopefully I still had my clothes on.
I try not to think about it.
I think that alone's an answer.
Jacqueline just kind of takes a bite of her casserole. Yeah, that tail's wagging. It's really good.
So, what kind of books do you like to read?
Historical fiction.
Oh, that's better than I read a lot of fantasy for a laugh, and assuming your mother mentioned my background at some point, but I also read a lot of, well, I'll just call it trashy romance. Honestly, you're better off with your genre.
There's a snort from the clat. Mes amis, trashy romances every time you've tried to get with someone who's this base.
What?
There's just a little smug grin on a clat's muzzle as she looks over and just...
I don't try to get with anybody, especially people I work with.
Anymore.
Jacqueline is entirely lost.
Yeah, Ingrid's a little lost too.
I'm just going off of what I remember being told.
Well, Jacqueline more so from the fucking 12.
I keep forgetting that.
Unless you're talking about the time in the Navy, that wasn't somebody I worked with.
I think. I don't know, my brain is perpetually fried, so...
Jacqueline's gonna look over at Ingrid like, did you get in trouble for having a boyfriend?
Girlfriend?
Well... It's legal now, so...
She's really trying, but between casserole being good and this being a very adult conversation, Jacqueline really doesn't have any meaningful input.
Yeah. And it's actually not Ingrid's fault that it's early in the adult conversation. Explain.
In my defense, a clat does not know how to raise a child.
That much is evident.
I don't know how to raise a child.
It does.
I think that's a good question.
Anyway, once we're done here, we could try to dig up some books in the area. Is there a town nearby?
We have a library on base.
Is there like a town nearby, though?
Should be, but there's also a library on base.
Well, we can check the library for now. Going into town might be a little late tonight.
Yeah, it's like 7-ish, 8-ish p.m. right now on the base. So it's a little bit late.
One thing Delta is definitely gonna do is he's gonna make a mental note of like what she said about historical fiction books. Maybe Infinity might have a couple of things here and there you can find.
Well, Anthony did go out to become an author. Oh no, Avril! Avril! Why?
Oh no.
Okay, I'm just imagining at this point.
No.
I'm just
No.
imagining Avril coming in a little bit later with the ice cream, just dressed in that.
Are you trying to traumatize the child?
I don't see
Memes
what.
channel.
Fucking check memes.
Oh.
Despacito, motherfucker.
Well, that's something I never thought I'd see or wanted to see.
For those listening, Avril has posted a picture in the news channel of Polar Bear wearing a maid outfit.
Brain poison.
Brain poison.
He's a fucking disgusting.
Despacito.
Please, for the love of all the stop signs in the galaxy.
Cease and fucking desist. Oh.
God damn it, Delta.
Okay. Well, Eclat is going to glance towards Jacqueline, lift an eyebrow, then speak up. So how is it?
It's really good.
I'm glad to hear it.
As much as I kiddo.
Couldn't make it without the help of the squadron here. No.
Well, turned out a lot better than I thought I was going to.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh no. Jackal.
Glad I got to have it. Especially,
Well, with everything that's happened, it's going to become at least a weekly occurrence, as she glances to the rest of the squadron.
I give a thumbs up.
That's the minimum.
I reckon they can be arranged.
This family may be tearing itself apart, but by God, I'm going to pull it back together. They may not be your family by blood, but they are my family by choice, and I want to make them part of your family as well, Jacqueline. We've had a rough day. We've had a rough week. But in the details, semantics. But together, I think we can come out of this on top.
I'll get into that.
roll a persuasion check for me.
Hold on. I have soda in my mouth.
Method acting.
I didn't want to spit it out. No, wrong button. That's create macro. I don't want to create macro. Persuade.
Oh,
wow. Oh my god.
Man.
Thinking that the speech and persuasion is very good.
In my defense, Eclat doesn't speak English good. English is not her first
you
language.
did not manage to make Jacqueline smile with your little
I mean, the intent wasn't quite to make her smile outright, but more help start getting her to accept that the rest of the squadron is here for her, like her family is. That was the intent. That she can look to the rest of the squadron as her family, extended family. And Eclat's grasp on English is not great. She's like heavy weapons guy. The mind of a genius, the words of an idiot.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
She should go to remedial classes.
Well, either way, Jacqueline is appreciative of the fact that she'll get to enjoy a proper dinner with a proper family. Not a proper family. A bunch of people mostly just a bunch of people she doesn't quite know yet, but the thought brings me some.
So, does that make Delta the responsible uncle and me the fun uncle?
I guess so.
I don't know. Ah yes, there's the by the book uncle and then the uncle who fucks!
Figuratively.
And then there's the uncle who's absent.
Uncle who's absent?
You mean it's currently passed out on the couch?
That would be a clot.
Eclat's not an uncle, Eclat's the mother!
That's absent.
Yeah, not an uncle though. We're talking about the uncle.
I'm gonna go get a pack of smokes for 34 years.
Die! If anything, the absent uncle is fucking Anthony.
Fair.
Yeah, but
And that's only because he lives in Belka now.
Well, that's not a good place to live.
Yes, it is. It's not the 1990s yet. We still have 20 years.
Yeah, and for 20 years, it's gonna be a bad place to live.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Hoffman's still a reasonable place right now. It's not too hot over there.
Oh, don't tell Ustio that.
Well, we figured it out somehow. Anyway,
So, you doing dessert now, or?
Yeah, we can do dessert, which is going to be vanilla and chocolate ice cream.
Vanilla and chocolate ice cream.
which is full of leftovers from the actual things. I might even be able to arrange a couple of floats.
Wow. Bleed ice cream.
The Pajula stuff.
Admiral's gonna go get the ice cream because he's the designated cook.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he is the one who aced it.
Yeah.
We got Admiral here being the designated cook, me being the designated therapist.
Eclat as everyone's mom. Whether she wants to be or not.
Can't forget the spoons.
Duh. Ingrid as the chaotic older sister.
What do you mean chaotic?
You tried to ride your squadron leader as a fucking horse.
She was drunk.
And? That's still chaotic!
Separate case entirely.
So, so did you mention? Are you mentioning that in character that?
No.
Ingrid tried to write
No,
about?
Eclat already mentioned that to Jacqueline. and told Jacqueline that.
Section knows, yes.
No, this was after that. Or no, before that. Way before that.
Okay. Okay. Ingrid and Clat, roll a perception check for me.
Oh no.
Awareness or whatever it is.
Oh god.
Spirit. What is spirit?
Who the fuck is making heartbeat noises? Perception. Perception? What
Awareness.
Oh, awareness.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Hey.
Sounds like it's coming from your end there.
Yeah, I was making that noise.
Oh.
Alright.
I got an 8.
Alright. So, Eclat, you notice that at the mention of Ingrid trying to ride you,
Like a horse.
Jacqueline's upper lip kind of like curled a little bit. Like the thought of it was kind of funny to her. Like she's trying to imagine it, and the thought of it's kind of like goofy.
It was very goofy.
Oh fuck. Jacqueline, long story short, where I'm from, our horses don't talk. Nor do our Pegasus.
Nezumi, how hard did you get body checked into the wall?
That's the thing, I don't remember.
That's the point.
There's your hint. All I know is that my newspaper was ruined. That was on the other side of that wall.
Oh, just the mental image of Ingrid getting sent through a wall.
This family got death pose on the other side.
Speaking of the fucking throne on the side.
So, do you mean like you ride Pegasus?
Yes, my Pegasus Shots actually came through with me. I like to take her out and fly around when I get the chance, but she's currently in whatever the name of Ocean, Texas is.
A long ways away from here.
Tejas.
This is basically Ocean, Florida.
Yeah, Ingrid actually pulls out the primary tether. It's like long and golden light. And hands it to Jacqueline.
Jacqueline holds it in her hand, looks up at a Clat, like trying to imagine what it would look like to have someone like Ingrid ride someone like a Clat. She hasn't quite pieced together that talking about a winged horse, like a four-legged horse.
Yeah, now Ingrid pulls 2 pictures out of her pockets. One is just Ingrid, like with the head of the horse, patting it affectionately. The other is Ingrid astride with like the whole horse, the whole Pegasus. Its wings folded up at the side, but Ingrid's absolutely saddled up and riding on it in armor.
See, her eyes are lit up with a little bit of wonder as she like looks at the pictures like, oh my gosh, these are so nice.
Yep, I have had Shots for a while. She's seen me through plenty of war. Yeah, if you're down by my way sometime, I can absolutely take you up. Because, well, you're not a man. She hates men.
Eclat gets a nervous expression forming at the mention of, I want to ride a Pegasus.
This is like, I feel like this is the point where Delta will be looking at Clad and the next like, something about quadrupedic ones, right?
I don't know, Mommy.
Well, not too sure how well I can get right back and fly, but
Can you even fly with those tiny wings?
Yes.
believe it or not, we can. And need I remind you of it?
Ingrid just blinked at Delta.
At the mention of that, and now has her eyes fixated directly on a clat.
Nailed.
Oh no.
Well, guess we'll find out.
Ingrid accidentally putting ideas in child's heads.
There's just a pointed glare directed towards Ingrid.
What?
Jacqueline's getting a little bit restless, like thinking about it. She turns towards Ingrid. Hey, Ingrid,
Yeah?
do you want to have a Pegasus race?
Oh my god.
Bugger.
On
Lorelei
the condition
just
that
bursts
we
out
have to get
laughing.
my Pegasus from home, because I'm not getting on another bipedal Pegasi back, especially not while sober.
How weak are you to doe eyes, Ingrid?
Oh no.
Moderately.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you have, spirit roll to resist?
There's a nervous glance towards Delta.
Spirit roll to resist.
Me looking at fucking class like, okay, are you wanting to lift Jacqueline or me?
Oof.
Wah,
So
wah,
Jacqueline looks at you
wah.
with the biggest, most adorable doe eyes ever. Just like she's really been having a rough time of it. She just wants to have some fun for once.
Okay, Delta, if we're doing this, she has to stay with her mother.
Alright. Well, man, it's skip him day.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh boy.
Alright.
One moment.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, we're getting a race course set out, aren't we?
Oh Jesus. You brought the bear with us.
Bear's gonna
Okay.
be the officiator.
Okay, Ingrid's a maybe. There's no way in hell I can lift Jackal.
Oh no.
What the hell's going on with my thing?
What do you mean? What's going on with the thing?
Okay, there we go. I just had to check. Alright, so Averil's officiating.
Oh no.
Okay, so Jacqueline is up on Eclat's shoulders. Delta is forced to carry Ingrid on his back.
This is probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever done, but... Jacqueline! We're not going to lose.
Ingrid does her best to make sure she's not like blocking Delta's wings, that she's like firmly between them with her arms around. If it's any
Jacqueline is
consolation.
just like holding on to Eclat's back, trying to
Ingrid, I've had things on my back ranging from parachutes to self-contained breathing apparatus. You are probably one of the most awkward things I've had to carry.
Yeah, because I'm a person. If it's any consolation, Delta, I'm not excited about this either.
Alright. You know, it's worth it.
Anything to make Jacqueline smile. And then she glances over at Jacqueline and gives her a thumbs up.
She is practically vibrating.
Eclat is doing her best to get into a takeoff stance with her wings at the ready.
Also do the same.
Your call when the race starts.
Delta will give a cheeky look over to Jackal and give her like the typical thumbs up and salute a carrier pilot might give.
Okay. Let's pray again.
So
what roles are we doing for this?
I'd assume athletics.
Right, so it's going to be an athletics check for Delta, Eclat, Ingrid, and Jacqueline. Delta and Eclat to be able to carry, and Ingrid and Jacqueline to be able to stay on.
Okay.
Damn it.
Ingrid, I hope that Sky Knight follows your fancy well, because you're probably going to be falling out of the sky a lot here.
So yeah, I got a.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Both Ingrid and Jacqueline rolled once. Is that what I'm saying?
Yep.
Ingrid and Jacqueline both rolled once.
Yep.
Oh no, it's so bad.
This is a horrible idea.
You know, should we put this on the grass rather than the lawn?
What?
Okay. Jacqueline is supposed to have an athletics of 1. So that's supposed to be a 3. Okay. Roll.
Yeah.
6.
I got a 7.
You got a 7. Alright. Okay. Alright. Delta and Clat, you both need to make saving rolls.
Oh no.
If you are able to... Delta, if you're able to roll higher than a 5 in athletics, then you're able to hold on to Ingrid. Clat, if you're able to roll higher than a 4 in athletics, you're able to hold on to Jackal. Okay. So you both barely manage to hang on to as you both take off.
Launch like motherfuckers. Oh no.
Insert Mario Party music.
Mario Kart.
Both are good.
And you start taking off, flying down the runway.
You good there?
Should Lorelei have like run down to the end of the runway just to act as like a finishing line for them?
Yeah.
I was gonna say this line right here seems like just with the way the environment shaped seems like the right way to.
So, do we have to
And
make
as
any...
you're flying through the air, Delta, you manage to look over towards Jacqueline, and you finally see that big, happy smile on her face. Just being able to enjoy herself again.
That's probably what we see there.
Do we have to make any other checks?
You want to see who wins?
Yeah.
Okay. Athletics roll between Delta and Eclat. Whoever rolls higher wins the race.
Oh. What a time to crit.
You ate Delta. You ate a little bit too much. You ate a bit too much casserole.
Crap!
Tap Delta.
Well,
Ingrid's gonna tap Delta on the shoulder and like whisper into his ear, like, maybe we should throw this. Give Jacqueline a good time.
Honestly, that's exactly what I was going to do anyway.
Delta, because you rolled with crits. Make a body check.
Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna crash, aren't I?
And I'm currently riding you. This is gonna be awful.
Which one's body check?
Body check.
So
it's body. Body.
you know what would have helped for Ingrid and Jacqueline?
What?
If they did ride checks. There's a ride skill that pertains to riding horses.
Oh my god, I didn't.
Yeah, no, it's like actually in... Yeah.
Damn it, I should have made Jacqueline and Ingrid do that.
Well, now we know.
Okay, so actually has a crit on a save, right? On that body check. Body save.
Yeah.
Remember that casserole you ate?
Yeah.
Remember how it was in your stomach?
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh.
It is no longer in your stomach.
Oh. Oh, come on. No. Oh.
I'm assuming it came out the other end, not that end.
I don't think it really matters which end it came out of.
Technicolor yarn.
It's all the wrong way.
Oh! Bro puked his entire body weight!
Vitriol is magic.
Bro lost all of his green color.
He's white now.
Oh!
He's just a pale olive now.
Just like he is just as white as Ingrid's other riding horse.
Delta, why do you just have that?
Oh.
Delta!
I might be able to use these stickers effectively, but fuck it.
Yeah. Eclat, you managed to make a safe landing on the other end of the runway with Jacqueline in tow. Turn back to see
Delta puking.
Turn back to see that Delta has tumbled out of the air, landed on the ground in a puddle of his own puke.
Can Ingrid try to bail? Like, fucking roll away?
Attempt to bail with a ride check.
Okay, blow it up. I'm assuming Bob.
Yes. Yes. It'll be body for this one, because you're doing physical.
Okay.
Boom!
Managed to bail and not eat shit on the pavement.
Delta's just puking
Or
his
eat
guts.
lunch. In space.
Second dinner.
Medic!
Jacqueline is just laughing.
Eclat's gonna look over towards Delta with a sympathetic look and a sheepish smile.
Oh, that's gross.
Delta's gonna just get up. It's like, just gonna give a thumbs up. I'm okay.
Ingrid wave.
Kinda.
Yep. Alright. Well, you achieved your secondary objective of making Jacqueline smile.
It made her laugh.
Yeah.
Made her laugh. Yeah. Alright.
On the bright side, I don't have to work off the lunch anymore because that lunch no longer exists.
Well, it is. It does. It's just staining the workway now.
I'll go get a bucket.
Well, it is now 5 o'clock.
Yeah.